It seems only natural for an artist to guard their work like Fort Knox. This probably stems from the fact that art is often an extension of yourself. It is personal on a level that makes it hard to share. I know that I am terrified of sharing my own short stories and music with people. A million questions flash through my head. These range from simple gut reactions like, what if they hate it, to more drawn out ideas like, what if they miss the point entirely. Art is always multifaceted. It's also a time capsule of your mind at the exact instant of its creation. All of this being said, I was thrilled when my girlfriend decided to open up her sketchbook tonight. She shared with me a small collection of the drawings from years past, each one a different step on her harrowing journey of being alive. Seeing the intricate workings of her brain displayed in full-color sketches and unfinished doodles made me feel like the luckiest man on earth. I love that the more I stare at the art she creates, the more I want to note each little detail. Her sketchbook certainly captured her brain, and I'm trying my best to decipher it one step at a time. This particular image of a girl clinging to an anatomical heart is fantastic. The elements are floating uncertainly amidst a blank white background. Small traces of unfinished lines suggest the heart is fluid and changing. The subtle detail of the girl being turned away from the viewer suggests the artist herself being afraid to show her face. She is scared and clings to the one thing which she is certain of, her own heart. It appears to be almost in motion, with the lines drawn out of the various arteries. The dark black lines running through it suggest stress, and perhaps allude to being overworked. Such is the life of an artist. They are blessed with the ability to perceive more than is normally allowed past the sensory blocks in the brain. I see this often exhibited in my girlfriend's radical emotions that spring from her just being alive. I love the fact that there's a single band-aid placed over the other side of the heart. It is almost comical. It says to the viewer that this simple disposable bandage is my attempt to patch up the damage. Of course, the artist knows this is futile and the pain will continue. Even still, they try as much as they can to dull the heart they possess, which is often too quick to jump to radical emotions. To see into the heart and the mind of an artist is a rare thing indeed. I recognize the magic of the opportunity I was given, and I had to share it. I just completed The Doors of Perception by Aldous Huxley. It is an essay dealing with the use of mescaline, a hallucinogenic drug. He shares his observations at one point, and concludes that the artist experiences more than is just necessary for survival. He likens this added perception to that of someone under the influence of mescaline, remarking, "The suggestion is that the function of the brain and the nervous system and sense organs is the main eliminative and not productive. Each person is at each moment capable of remembering all that has ever happened to him and of perceiving everything that is happening everywhere in the universe. The function of the brain and nervous system is to protect us from being overwhelmed and confused by this mass of largely useless and irrelevant knowledge, by shutting out most of what we should otherwise perceive or remember at any moment, and leaving only that very small and special selection which is likely to be practically useful." This observation tends to suggest that my girlfriend's drawing of suffering is right in line with other artists. She has added an extra layer of complexity on top of what is necessary for survival, and this drawing is the literal embodiment of such an idea. It is perfect, and I feel honored to be able to share it. I had no real goal in making this video other than attempting to deconstruct the complicated picture of an artist's life. I hope it has resonated with you. Perhaps it has even enlightened you, allowing you a better grasp on the many elements and sensory details flying into your brain every second.